Inspired from the thought of mode of transportation used by our ancestors. Timeline of Transportation by Savio and Sandra Funworld. Sure, in ancient period, our feet were the only mode of transport. So people used to walk and walk with their feet to move from one place to another. Around 3500 BC, animals like camels, horses and donkeys were used as the mode of transportation. Wheels that changed everything. The first wheels were not used for transportation. Evidence indicates they were created to serve as potter's wheels around 3500 BC in Mesopotamia. 300 years before, someone figured out to use them for chariots, and thus wheeled carts are invented. Around 2000 BC, horses are trained to pull carts. During the period of 181 to 234, iron horseshoes are used to improve horse transportation. Just imagine, in 1492, Leonardo da Vinci designed a flying machine. In 1620, first horse-drawn bus service was started. In 1663, first turnpike roads opened. They are privately owned and maintained roads that travelers have to pay to use. In 1761, first canal opens, the Bridgewater Canal. In 1769, first self-propelled road vehicle invented by Nicholas Joseph Cugnot. In 1783, first practical steam paddle boats were made. In the same year of 1783, first hot air balloon conquering the skies. In 1801, first steam-powered locomotive designed for roads by Richard Trevithick. In 1807, first passenger tram with open carriages but smoother ride than bumpy road horse buses. In 1814, George Stephenson invents the first practical steam-powered railroad locomotive. In 1815, steam ships and boats began to cross the English Channel. In 1825, first passenger railway opens. In 1829, horse-drawn omnibuses introduced in London. In 1881, first electric tram in Germany. In 1885, Carl Benz built the world's first practical automobile to be powered by an internal combustion engine. In 1889, pneumatic rubber tires invented. In 1899, Ferdinand von Zeppelin invents the first successful airship, the Zeppelin. In 1900s, electric trams began to run in towns. In 1903, the Wright brothers invent and fly the first engine airplane. In 1919, planes began carrying passengers between London and Paris. In 1930s, in most towns, electric trams are replaced by buses.
In our 2020s, the most modern vehicles like cars, buses, motorbikes and scooters, different kinds of planes, metro trains, different kinds of boats, underwater vehicles, electric bikes, self-balancing hoverboard, Tesla Incorporation is an American electric vehicle and a clean energy company based in Palo Alto, California, founded by Elon Musk. Our immediate future of vehicles will be electric cars replacing gasoline and fuel cars. What can be our future mode of transportation? Hyperloop. The Hyperloop is a proposed mode of passenger and freight transportation first used to describe an open source vac train design released by a joint team from Tesla and SpaceX. Self-driving cars. A self-driving car, also known as autonomous vehicle, a driverless car or robocar, is a vehicle that is capable of sensing its environment and moving safely with little or no human input. Futuristic cars, air taxis, space tourism. Space tourism is a human space travel for recreational purposes. There are several different types of space tourism, including orbital, suborbital, and lunar space tourism. Those of us making grand post-pandemic travel plans might want to consider the final frontier as a destination. That's because Orbital Assembly Corporation, a new construction company run by former pilot John Blinger, is planning to open a luxury space hotel by 2027. When we walk through our mode of transportation, from our black and white to the color of the modern era, we can see always an inefficient system is replaced by another efficient system to make the life of humans so awesome by evading the time and space. What can be the other heights of transportation in future? Teleporting. Teleportation is the hypothetical transfer of matter or energy from one point to another without traversing the physical space between them.
Welcome to the future.
Thanks for watching and supporting. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, like, comment